Hey, 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 hey. Hello. Hello. It's Monday. You know what that means? It means we're going to have a quiz. Hello, Spedge. Great to see you. The first one on there. There was more people asking after you on Friday night, the later one. I was reassuring everyone you're okay. I hope that is true. Yeah. Welcome to Spedge. Welcome back to the life. Hope it wasn't too dramatic, you know what I mean? Hope it was all in a kind of under control type of way when things were going off for you last week or 2 weeks ago now. A couple of weeks, 3 weeks. Anyway. Yay, come on, you Spage. See, you all think Spage's a great guy now, but wait till you reveal that he's been signed up for Champions European Super Quiz. And he's never going to dally with you plebs again. Big bids come in for Spedge, you know. I have to turn them down. You know, it could solve all my problems if I just accepted one of these bids. But I'm roots, you know what I mean? I'm keeping it real. Yay! Aye, me too. Spedjo. Grockles are here. Hello. Hello, Roger. Hello, Michael. Hello, Felix. Hello. That is Raymond, isn't it? I get mixed up when people start using different names. I think that's Raymond. Suomi Scott, which of course is Finnish. Hello, Kirsten. Hello, Marion. Marion wants to give away a prize, but she don't want to post it, so she's got to bring it around here, so we'll sort something out. Anyway, it's 7 o'clock. Let's do the quiz. I'm Dr. Paul. I'm your quizmaster. I used to be a pub quizmaster, but I haven't been able to do that for over a year. I was in touch with some of my pubs today, and it doesn't look very good, to be honest. One of the pubs was saying, look, not before June, no way before June, maybe even July. We're going to be open. It's all about the restrictions once you are open, about the distancing. And it's like, man, it's just not easy, you know. Brass Monkey Leaf were saying, look, I just got to try and work it out. You know, the distancing might be very, very difficult to deal with in our pub. All these pubs don't really have outside areas as such. So I'll wait and see. What's going on. And the tension continues here in Dr. Paul World. Anyway, we've got a quiz for you in between all this. Been sorting out a quiz for you. Hello, Pierre. Hello, Denise. I wonder if it's someone's birthday. Hello, Louisa. All right. 2 minutes past 7. Let's tell you about the quiz. Welcome if you've not been here before. It's a happy little group. We just have a quiz 3 times a week. And you're welcome. You don't need anything special. You just need a pen and a bit of paper. Pen, paper. Write them down. That's all you got to do. Please give me a share. As you can see there, please give me a share on your social media. Tell everybody about the quiz. Challenge them. Say you're about to do a Dr. Paul quiz. Swear to all the gods in heaven that you're going to beat them. That's a good thing to do. Hang on, I'm just going to turn my microphone down a bit because I was listening to some recordings and it's all a bit shouty. So that should be better. Okay, you tell me if it's too loud or too quiet or whatever, you know. Live quiz starts very, very soon, and it's dead easy. You just answer the questions that I give you. It's usually 5 questions per round. You just write down the answers as you go. You do your marking. You do your own marking after each round. You do your own marking. So you have to be honest with yourself. You know what I mean? The thing is, how much you score doesn't have any bearing on prizes. There are prizes, but it's not to do with how many points you score in the quiz. So the quiz stuff is just a challenge for you, you know, see how well you can do against your previous best. And because everyone's just trying to answer the questions, don't shout out answers in the chat. Don't type them out because people are just trying to answer the questions. Okay. Great stuff. The exception to this is that if I'm asking a question specifically for a bonus, then the first person to answer in the chat gets that bonus. And the bonus, if you win a bonus question, then you get your name on the wheel. And that's where you can win prizes, right? The wheel looks a little bit like that. And whoever answers first as we go through the quiz to the various bonus questions will get on the wheel first. And then when we spin the wheel later on, you'll be one of the people, if that's you. You know what I mean? I think you all understand. Keep a note of your scores because I will get you to upload your scores at the end of the quiz, and I will create one of these league tables such as this. These are the scores from Friday. I classified Friday's scores in terms of Radio 2 disc jockey. So obviously the top third is Ken Bruce. You know, that's the best one. So Smartacus, Scumbags, Lockdown, Stoby, Golden Girls, Noodle Doodles, Laurie and Martin, Chameleons, Miss Mangle as well. All with Ken Bruce. Tony Blackburn, he's all right. That's the middle section. And down the bottom, Steve Wright in the afternoon. Nobody wants to be in that section. Okay. You can hire me to do a Zoom quiz. You can play £1 Million Deadpool. If you want to play £1 Million Deadpool, we are getting into the second half of the month now, so it's a good time to get your entry in for May. Let me just put the link for you into the chat. And you can go and make an entry there, okay? You have to predict the most famous person to die in a month. And if you're correct, you win £1 million. Brackets, scratch card. Okay. Mr. Doyle saying, is it a difficult quiz tonight? I don't know. It's really up to you. It can be hard to tell that in advance. Cross Borders is one of our top sponsors. They sponsor the Monday quiz, and they will send you some beer if you're our beer winner tonight. There's some previous. Look, there's Spedge himself right next to me, and there's Simon on the other side. Other side, they're both called Simon. Anyway, pair of Simons. You could join this star parade if you win the beer tonight. Even if you don't, you can still get a discount at their place. This is ongoing. If you want 10% off beer and you want it delivered to your house, and they've got lovely beers, then use the code DP Quiz when you order from the website. That gets you 10% off. All right. What's this? If you did several pub quizzes at the same time on the same night, customers could be in different pubs. Yeah, it's just it's a good idea, Gary, but it's just more. I think it's either this or a proper pub quiz. I mean, I don't know. I asked, when I was doing this, I'll talk about it later, but it's a good idea, but I think there's issues, Anyway, some prizes tonight. Robert, now, is that Robert Jones? Right, yeah, he's offering this tonight. Daisy Jones and the Six. It's a book. It's to do with the 60s and groupies and stuff like that. Send it out to you if you win. Karen's Get Rid of Her Books Off the Bookshelf. This is the latest one. It's called Hans and Rudolph, the German Jew, and the Hunt for the Commandant of Auschwitz by Thomas Harding. That looks like a whole lot of fun. Thanks to Beeg as well. These have all turned up. The big delivery of these. Good food for bad days. Got one right here. And you can win one of those tonight as well. And all of that means that those three people who put up prizes are on the wheel already. I better just go and do that before we start. We're going to hit the first question in a couple of seconds, folks. I just got a little thing to do, which is make sure the wheel of names is ready. So there we go. There's Karen and Beeg, and I'll put Robert Jones on there as well. Okay. I can confirm the gorgeousness of the cross-borders beer, says Mr. Raymond. Nah, yeah, you oversold it. It's good stuff. All right. You wouldn't mind winning one, by the way. That's good to know, actually, because just in case you do win one. Because although Beeg sourced them for me, she's not actually seen them. So, complicated. Anyway, let's get on with the quiz. And I've got other prizes as well, so we're going to be good. First round is the same letter round. It's 8 minutes past. I'm slightly behind schedule, but there's no politics tonight, so we can relax a little bit. Same letter round means all the answers start with the same letter. Here we go. This is round one. You ready? Get your pen ready. Here we go. So, first question. What is the name of the main continent in Game of Thrones, which includes the 7 kingdoms? All right. So, Game of Thrones, very popular television program based on Saga of Fire and Ice by George R. Martin, whatever his name is. But what is the name of the continent that all the fighting families live on? Number 2. What is the better known name for the bacterial disease pertussis? It can be contracted by people of any age, but it's usually associated with young children. Pertussis. It's a pretty common name. The answer to this is something you've definitely heard of. It's also known as 100-day cough. But what's the usual name for it? Number 3, in the same letter round, is Arthur Wellesley, who was in 1813 became the Duke of where? The Duke of something. All right, where did he become the Duke of? Before he got made a Duke, he was just plain old Arthur Wellesley. And then from 1813 onwards, he was the Duke of something. Duke of what? Very popular person then and in the 19th century. Loads and loads of statues of him everywhere. Great big statue of him at the end of Princes Street, for example. Number 4, what is the name of Fred Flintstone's wife? If you've been struggling at all for the letter, this might just give you the letter. You remember all 5 answers in the first round begin with the same letter of the alphabet. So if this gives you the letter, then you can think about the other ones that you might have missed. You know what I mean? So what is Fred Flintstone's wife called? Fred Flintstone is married. And number 5, speaking of Stone Age stuff, which modern-day English county includes the ancient monument of Stonehenge? The mighty Stonehenge. Where the moon doth rise with a dragon's face. You know what I mean? I've never watched Game of Thrones, and even I know the answer to that one. You just kind of pick it up. Mind you, I do write quiz questions about that sort of thing, but I've never watched the show. I'll recap these questions. Thank you very much to those of you who have said that you're ready. Right, number 1. What is the name of the main continent in Game of Thrones? If you've got the letter, it might spark a memory of something, even if you've never seen the show. Number 2, pertussis is one name for it. It's a bacterial disease. What's the sort of more common name for it? Also known as a 100-day cough. Associated with young children. Anybody can get it, but it's most often young children. Number 3, Arthur Wellesley was the Duke of where, as from 1813. Number 4, what's the name of Fred Flintstone's wife? And Stonehenge is in which English county? I'm delighted to see this. Colin saying that thank you, that's to Louisa, for the vertical iron that arrived on Saturday. I still have no idea what it is for, but my wife seems strangely excited about it. I hope it's what she thinks it is. I hope she's not excited because she's got the wrong end of the stick, if you know what I mean. Vertical iron, man. Nobody knows. Right. Everybody's ready? Okay. Let's go. I'm about to tell you the answers for this first round, and you mark yourself 2 points for each correct answer that you've put. Did you get a letter? I really hope so. Letter W for wingnut, or why are we alive? Okay, right, Game of Thrones. Hands up if you've never seen Game of Thrones. What's the name of the continent with the 7 kingdoms? It's called Westeros. Westeros. I think when something gets really popular like that, it can get the impression that everyone's watching it apart from you. But I think in any given circumstance, I think the majority of people don't watch it. You know what I mean? Whether Line of Duty, that's the one they're all talking about on the radio at the moment. Oh, have you seen Line of Duty? It's like, well, no, I haven't. I'm sure most people haven't. Okay. Aye. It's based on Westeros. Exactly. Right. Pertussis is whooping cough. Whooping cough is your pertussis. 2 points. Arthur Wellesley, after 1813, became the Duke of Wellington. And there he is, casting his eye up North Bridge from the end of Princes Street. Duke of Wellington. All right. Fred Flintstone's wife is Wilma. She looks like this. If they want non-controversial statues, maybe they should do statues of cartoon characters. Mind you, they already have. They've done that in Dundee, haven't they? Okay, Stonehenge. Wiltshire. That's where Stonehenge is. Here's a bonus to get on the wheel. Name the 2 cartoon characters, the 2 human cartoon characters that are in Dundee right next to each other. One's trying to hit another one with a catapult. So in the centre of Dundee, no, it's not Dennis the Menace and Gnasher. No, there's 2 DC Thomson cartoon characters and they're statues. One's trying to hit the other one with a catapult. It's not Ur Willie. It is Desperate Dan and Minnie the Minx. That's right. Yep, Lorna, good stuff. Okay, you are on the wheel for that one. Yeah. Okay. Now, you do your marking, you get 2 points for each answer, so 10 possible points for the questions. And then you add bonus points on it this time. You add 2 if somebody on your team is a subscriber to this here YouTube channel. So if you are not a subscriber, hit subscribe right now and you get those 2 points. Also 1 point if somebody shares the quiz tonight. If you can be bothered to press that button, share, get it out there, you get plus 1 point. So that's maximum 13, all right, usually. The only other bonus is if it's your birthday, which it probably isn't, but usual maximum is 13. Haven't seen Game of Thrones, guessed Wallania. That's a good guess. Does Glasgow have a cartoon statue as well? Yeah, they used to have Lobie Dosser on Woodlands Road, which, well, I lived in a few different places in Glasgow, but most of the time lived in the West End, most of the time I live in Woodlands. So I remember Lobie Dosser. Is there any other ones? I mean, there's all those Ur Willies all over the place these days. I don't know if they all got destroyed. There's one at Cannon Mills near us in Edinburgh, which has survived. Didn't like those. Yeah, it was a cheeky little round, wasn't it? Difficult. Dave had the whooping cough last October, bloody hell. And you're no baby Dave. What? Wilma's maiden name was Slaghoople. Well, blimey. Hey, you got your badge. Nice one, Roger. Right, let's move on. How's your scores? 11. Didn't get Wiltshire. By the way, see when you get wrong answers, let us know what you put, ladies and gentlemen. It's always interesting to know what people are putting instead of the right answers. Hey, look, I knew it was Denise's, but there we go. It's Denise's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Denise. Yeah. Happy birthday to you. Our Irish connection. Happy birthday. Martian War Machine in Essex. Yeah. Be good, actually. Get a load of non-human statues from around the UK. Put them in a quiz round. Right, okay, picture round. Yay! Lots of people saying happy birthday to Denise. Okay, here we go. Picture round, ladies and gentlemen. So here's an actress. What is her name? Simple as that. The before and after, I don't know what it refers to. Maybe after, before and after a quiz. Because she looks kind of glum before the quiz and she looks a wee bit happier after the quiz. But who is she? She was born in 1983. Some of her films include Young Victoria, The Devil Wears Prada, and The Girl on the Train. So who is that British actress who is British but has made it big in America? She's a big Hollywood star now. So who is that? Yeah, happy birthday, Denise. Okay, what's this animal? It's a long-nosed something. It's the long-nosed something. Looks a little bit like Boris Johnson, if you know what I mean. But it's a long-nosed something. What is the missing word? It lives in Madagascar. Number 3, council areas of Scotland. One of your favourite subjects. What number council area is Murray on this map? So the Murray council area, which is definitely in the northern half of Scotland. Which number is it on this map? That's from a map of Scotland's 32 council areas. But which area is Murray? Number 4 is Pingu. You remember Pingu? But where does Pingu come from in terms of which country made the animations? It's a country that starts with the letter S. Pingu didn't really speak a proper language. Said the daddy. But what country created Pingu? The answer to that question begins with the letter S. And the last one, have a look at these pigeons. Now, these are pigeons carrying cameras for aerial photography. But is this actually real or is it totally made up? All right. So pigeons with cameras strapped to them. Aye or no, true or false? Real or made up? All right. So that's the picture round. Typo? What's the typo? Did his happen? All right, I see. That's what Gary's talking about. Right, okay. Right, Gary spotted it. Marion was the first one to properly say it was a typo. Put you both on the wheel, because that is the rules, folks, in case you don't know. If you spot mistakes that's on the slides that I'm showing you, then feel free to point them out. And if you're the first to point them out and you're correct, and you manage to point it out before I notice, then you get yourself on the wheel. So Gary and Marion there combining Both on the wheel. Yeah, there's a wee typo in the question there. Did this happen in real life, or is it made up? I've missed a T there. Did his happen? Okay, nice one. Right, okay, here are those questions one more time. So who's the actress? British actress, made it really big in the States, and I think one of the doodles was pointing out she has American citizenship now. Young Victoria, Devil Wears Prada, Girl on the Train, some of her many films doing really well. Who is she? This is a long-nosed something. Comes from Madagascar. What's the missing word? Number 3, where is Murray? Which number? Or choose the number. Number 4, what country made Pingu? Genius. And genuine pigeons or false pigeons? Actual pigeon photography or made up? Okay. You all ready? I think you're all ready now. Let's do it. Here comes the answers to the picture round. Ready? 2 points for each correct answer. Right, number 1. This woman is called Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt. She's doing real well. 2 points for Emily Blunt. Number 2 is a long-nosed, and I think Michael and Lorna should be getting this one right. It's a chameleon. Yeah. Chameleon, a long-nosed chameleon. Just hanging about. It's not very good at disguise, is it? Because you can totally see it. What number of council area is Murray? It's number 19. Area 19. So just west of Aberdeenshire, east of Inverness. Kind of Strathspey, stuff like that. Elgin and Nairn and all that stuff. All right, number 19. 2 points if you got that one. There it is for extra clarity. And the Pingu question, Pingu is made in Switzerland. La Suisse, the Schweiz. And number 5, the pigeons carrying the cameras. That is true. That's real. That happened. Pioneered by the Germans. British used it as well. Varying degrees of success. Right, how did you get on? That was the picture round. So, Emily Blunt, long-nosed chameleon, Murray 19, Switzerland, real. Lovely set of answers. Oh, there we go. Difficult round, yeah. Said Sweden for Pingu. Yeah, it's kind of German attitude. You can kind of tell because it's lots of fun. Went for South Africa as they have native penguins. Yeah, reasonable. How did they know when to take the photographs? I really don't know. Maybe they're on a timer or something like that. I don't know. I didn't read. I kind of read about it a while ago. I wrote the question a little while ago, and I remember reading a little bit about it. And it was clear that it wasn't the most successful military experiment of all time. It wasn't a total failure, but it wasn't a huge success. Right, it looks like a low scoring round. Damn you, Switzerland. Switzerland's a difficult one. There's loads of countries starts with S. So 10 out of 10. Nice one, Peter. Sweden, gecko, and false. All completely reasonable answers. So it's didn't have a clue about Murray. Even people in Aberdeenshire don't really know where Murray is, so it's no shame, you know. I met my wife at the Pigeon Club. That's why I love her like I do. Nah, it's not going on the wheel. I know you've got better. Right, sound round. It's time for what is tonight? Oh, it's a straightforward music round tonight. So I play the tunes, you pick out the answers from the list. All right. So you ready? Here we go. There's all the possible answers for you to pick. Genesis, Jethro Tull, Jordan Sparks, Lady Gaga, Lenny Kravitz, Little Ava, Lulu, Seal, Wolf Alice, and Wolf Mother. All right. Here is tonight's music round.
Can you remember me? I'm the one that picked the apple tree. Yes, can you remember me? I'm the one that picked the apple tree. Yes, can you remember me? I went to rock and roll. The body is free. Yes, it's true. Rock and roll. Nobody is telling us to die.
You know that, baby, I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi, baby, there's no other superstar. You know that I'll be paparazzi.
Oh yeah, there's a solution. Let me fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let that spirit carry me. I wanna fly. Oh yeah.
Shout, 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 I shout. Well, I feel
Okay, there you go. That's the music round. Jonathan's got a question mark, but no question to go with it. So I don't know what he's asking. Marion's upset because there's no bonus question from the last round. I'll think of something in a minute. I don't always think of these just like that. Most of the bonus questions are usually made up on the hoof. So I'll play it one more time. All right, here they are one more time. Remember, all the answers are right in front of you. Here they are one more time.
Yes, can you remember me? I'm the one that picked the apple tree. Yes, can you remember me? I'm the one that picked the apple tree. Yes, can you remember me? Now it's the rock and roll. The body is free and the die. Yes, it's true. The rock and roll. The body is free and the die.
you know that, baby, I'm your biggest fan. I'll follow you until you love me. Paparazzi, baby, there's no other superstar. You know that I'll be paparazzi.
Oh yeah, there's a solution. Let me fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let that spirit carry me. I wanna fly. Oh yeah.
Shout, 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 I shout. Well, I feel
Hey, nice and dramatic at the end there, right? Okay, I'll tell you the answers first, and we'll see if we've got some bonus questions for you. So, sound round answers. Right, a couple of you saying that the first two are quite difficult. First one is kind of more hard rock. It is Wolf Mother is the name of the band. Well done if you guessed Wolf Mother. Well done if you knew it. 2 points either way. 2 points if you got Wolf Mother for the first one. Second one. It's an old one. Great song. Too old to rock and roll, but too young to die. That's by Jethro Tull. Title track from a superb album. Really great music. Number 3 is Lady Gaga, Paparazzi. You don't need to know the names of the songs, just the artist for 2 points. Number 4 is Seal. Man Who Is a Seal. Kind of complicated. And the last one is your wee pal for Glasgow. It's Lulu. All right. So, all right. I've got a couple of bonus questions for you. So, going back to the picture round, we had a picture of Emily Blunt. What voice? Name the animated film in which Emily Blunt plays Juliet, and that film came out in 2011. First person to answer that gets on the wheel. So 2011, name the film. It's a computer animated film, and Emily Blunt plays the voice of Juliet. No, not Shrek, not Ratatouille. Yep, that's right. Gnomeo and Juliet. In fact, Karen was the first one that spotted, but Denise is first to get the right answer there. Gnomeo and Juliet. Okay. So, Wheel of Names. Where are we? Let's get over here. Okay, Denise. On your birthday, you've managed to get yourself on the wheel. The strong. And Natters was the first to get it with no typos, so I'll put Natters on the wheel as well. And I'll put Karen on the wheel because she was the first one I actually spotted. All right. And how about a question? How about a bonus question for the music round? What about let's see, name the highest placed chart hit by Lenny Kravitz. Let's do that. See, Lenny Kravitz was an unused name on there. So what's his highest ever charting single in the UK singles charts? I'm just looking that up. I don't actually know the answer. So I'm looking that up right now. Let's have a look. Yeah, okay, there is one answer for this. And Nick has got it. It's Fly Away. Fly Away is right. This didn't sound unlike that Seal song, actually. Anyway, Fly Away. Nice one, Nick. You are on the wheel. Not only the first to get it, but spelling it all right, so no need to look any further. Fantastic. Hey, over till it's over. That's a good song. And that got to number 11. Fly Away got to number 1, and it is Lenny Kravitz's only number 1. Are You Gonna Go My Way got to number 4. And It Ain't Over Till It's Over got to number 11. So that's his biggest 3. I thought he'd have maybe more, but there you go. It's just no. You got to listen to yourself some Jethro Tull, Janet. It's the good stuff. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Happy birthday, Denise. Right, okay. Here is time for a Picto. Picto. Now, don't shout out the answer to this one because everybody gets 60 seconds to solve it. So try and work out the name of a famous person from these picture clues write it down. If you think you've got the answer, you can tell us in the chat that you've got it or you're ready, but don't type the actual answer. You know what I mean? Here we go. This, and the timer should start to count down now. There it goes. So you're looking for the name of a famous person. And let us know if you think you've solved this already. Someone doesn't like Jethro Tull. Like, I'm not a huge Tull fan. You get some real big Jethro Tull fans who don't really listen to anything else except Jethro Tull. Not like that. But I downloaded a load of Jethro Tull a few years ago, and every time I put it on, I think, hey, this is quite nice, you know. It's quite good. Spedge's got it. Mr. Dial's got it. Ms. Duff's got it. Marion's got it. Chameleons have got it. Hugh Lewis and the Clues have got it. It's in the last few seconds here. It's a male person you're trying to get. It's an actor. The time is up. You've got right up until I reveal the answer. And if you get it right, you get 3 points. The correct answer is Mickey Rourke. Mickey Rourke or Rourke. Why? Because the thing on the left represents Mickey Mouse, so that's your Mickey. The thing on the right is a fantasy creature from the from your Lord of the Rings type worlds. You know, it's an orc, and an R in front of it makes it Rourke. So Mickey Rourke, yeah. Hope you get it. 3 points if you got Mickey Rourke, right? And he is an actor, of course. So we move on. Thumbs up, please. Please like. Please actively like that quiz. If you like the quiz, hit the like button, please. Thank you very much. Went for Mickey Rooney. It's pretty close. Give yourself 1 point for that, I think. All right. There's no team of the day. If you want to be team of the day, get in touch, send me a picture, tell me how you know each other. But it's time for pick 5. Okay. This is from a list I found the other week, and it is a list of the top search terms on Google during last year, 2020. Pick 5 search terms that appeared in the top 10. Okay? There are 9 things there. 5 of them did appear in the top 10. The others were not. That's the way to do it. Marion didn't know what an orc was. Still got it right. Nice work. It's like a sort of big goblin monster thing, you know. With teeth that go like that. Oh. Doesn't look very comfortable. Jonathan's ready already. That's very fast. So, in case you can't see these properly, I'll just read them for you. Boris Johnson, Eat Out to Help Out, HMRC, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Nicholas Sturgeon, Premier League, social distancing, and US election. So this is for the whole of 2020. And it was, of course, quite a year. A lot of people using the internet last year, maybe more than they ever did. A lot of people searching which 5 of these search terms appeared in the UK's top 10. Paparazzi, I'm your greatest fan. I follow you until you love me. Paparazzi. Dead catchy. That Lady Gaga stuff. Okay, you all ready? Looks like it. Well, Doyle, Duff, Pajero, Jobson are all ready. I'll wait for a couple more. You tell me when you've got 5 right answers, okay? Or when you've your best guesses at 5 answers anyway. There's Janie, there's Denise, there's Mr. Barclay, UK Alliance. All right. There's O'Cats. Good to see you. Okay, you won a prize on Friday night. I don't know if you're aware of it, Phil, because we spun the wheel kind of late, but you are a winner from Friday. Okay, everyone's ready. Let's let's have a look at these answers. So, pick 5. Here we go. So, the top 10 search terms in the UK on Google last year. These are in reverse order. These are not the top 5. They're just 5 out of the top 10, but they're in reverse order. So, Kobe Bryant, an American sports star. Now, what happened with him? I think did he die? And it was near the start of the year. And it was a big deal. It was a big deal for about 5 minutes before events took over and the rest of the year. Let me just quickly look up because I feel like I should know that. Oh, but I should know that. What was the thing about Kobe Bryant? I think he's a basketballer. Kobe Bryant. Yeah, he died in January. Helicopter crash. God. Yeah. All right. Eat out to help out. Strange policy, but very popular for a short time last summer. Boris Johnson was getting searched. Somebody should search him for a clue. Premier League, always popular. Doesn't matter if there's a pandemic or no pandemic, always popular. And the top search term out of these last year took up a lot of headspace for a lot of people was the US election, particularly towards the end of the year, of course. So there are your 5. Yeah, I'm just looking this guy up. Kobe Bryant. 6'6". And he was only 41 when he died. So that's not much, is it? 9 people aboard the helicopter. I don't want to read about this stuff. Everybody was killed. Jesus. Okay, so there you go. That's the pick 5 round. Didn't think Premier League would be there. Nah, it's the football people in it. They don't care. They just it could literally be the world ending. The world is getting invaded by aliens. You know, there is a proper virus which is actually going to kill everybody. There's the sea levels have risen 100 meters overnight. People would still be searching Premier League and trying to work out who's getting transferred to who. There we go. Hey, Robert, that's the first proper laugh of the night. So you can go on the wheel for that one. Where's the wheel? Here it is. I'm not exactly disorganized tonight. I'm just a little bit slow tonight. Right, okay, Robert Jones. There we are. The day Kobe Bryant died, I was at one of your quizzes. It was the main news on the TV screen above your head. I had no idea who it was. I Googled him that night. There you go. All right. So yeah, that might have been that. People going, right, who is this guy? You were part of that answer, Marion. Where have I got a TV screen above my head? Is it a Safari Lounge? I don't know. Anyway, let's crack on. 50-50. Man. Now, I've been asking you for subjects for the 50-50 round, and this wasn't actually suggested by anybody properly. It came from a conversation during a live quiz a few weeks ago. We were talking about level 42. We were talking about bingo at the same time, and someone says you should do level 42 bingo. I'm like, yeah, we'll do that. And I don't really know what it means, but instead of thinking of a really fantastic game that combines the music of level 42 and bingo, I've just used it as a 50-50 round. So this is it. This is the level 42 and bingo 50-50 round. Fantastic. Right. Okay. Number one. What was the highest place chart hit by level 42? Was it Lessons in Love or Running in the Family? So level 42 had loads of hits in the 80s mainly. What was their highest place chart hit? Lessons in Love or Running in the Family? Graham and myself were at the toll booth today. Kobe died. Right, okay, well, that means it was a Sunday then, which means I might have been at it would have either been at the toll booth or the Persevere. Marion saying pub in Lothian Road. I've never, ever done a quiz in a pub in Lothian Road, ever. I've done one-offs, like private one-offs in the basement of a pub in Lothian Road, but apart from that, I've never done a regular gig on Lothian Road. Okay, number two, who was the presenter of a UK quiz show which ran on BBC One from 1984 to 1990 and had a scoreboard that was based on a bingo card? So who was that? Bob Monkhouse or Bruce Forsyth? Absolute giants of quiz. Bob Monkhouse or Bruce Forsyth, who ran a quiz show from 84 to 90, which had a scoreboard which was based on a bingo card. That is question number two. Number three, which island was the birthplace of the band Level 42? Where did they get together? Where did the founder members all come from? Was it the Isle of Man or the Isle of Wight? That's question number three. Number four, how did Level 42 get their name? Are they named after the number 42 out of the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, which of course is the answer to life, the universe, and everything? Or are they named after the world's tallest car park, which has 42 floors? All right, so how did Level 42 get their name? Did they name themselves after the key number in Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or did they name themselves after the world's tallest car park? And number five, according to Mecha Bingo website, what is bingo lingo for the number 42? Is it Spanish flu or Winnie the Pooh? Spanish flu, 42. Winnie the Pooh, 42. Which one is it? So there you go. That's the 5 questions for the bingo and level 42 round. Here they are one more time. Pick a right answer for each question. So Running in the Family or Lessons in Love, what was the highest charting level 42 hit? Who had a TV quiz show where the scoreboard was based on a bingo card from 1984 to 1990? Was it Bob Monkhouse or was it Bruce Forsyth? Number 3, where did Level 42 actually come from? Where was the band founded? Isle of Man or Isle of Wight? How did Level 42 get their name? Did they name themselves after the key number in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, or did they name themselves after the world's tallest car park? And number 5, Eka Bingo. If you go to bingo, they don't actually call out the funny words, but they still list them on the website. But what is the bingo lingo for number 42? Is it Spanish flu or Winnie the Pooh? Okay, we are ready. 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 With a 50-50 round. How's time going? 7 minutes too. That's all right. We're okay for time. Should there be an apostrophe in Hitchhikers? Well, probably. Let's have a look. I think it's valid to sometimes leave out an apostrophe that grammatically should be there for the sake of typographical slickness, but let's just try it. Let's just look it up. Hitchhiker's Guide. The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. Yeah. Yeah, should be an apostrophe in there, Louisa. So that gets you on the wheel. A little bit of pedantry goes a long, long way. Nicely spotted. Okay. So, right, here we go. Here's the answers, right? Here are the answers for the 50-50 round. Our hit for level 42 was Lessons in Love. I think it got to number 3. I don't think they ever had a number 1. So Lessons in Love. It's the better song as well. Number 2, who was the presenter of a UK quiz show 84 to 1990? That was Bob Monkhouse. Bob's Full House. Great show. There he is. Number 3, level 42 came from the Isle of Wight. There they are. That's them in their younger days. Just about to get on the ferry from the Isle of Wight to Top of the Pops. How did level 42 get their name? I actually believed it was the wrong answer for quite a few years, but I've been looking it up today, and it's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. They named themselves after that. At first, they just called themselves 42. And then their manager or their engineer or whatever said, put level in there, make it sound cool. And they're like, all right. So somebody told me years ago, or I read somewhere, that they were named after the tallest car park in the world, but this is complete nonsense. Didn't Bob Monkhouse get his jokes stolen? I believe so. I think he left them in a taxi or something like that. And then they went missing. He accidentally left his life's work because he was a cataloger, and this is before digital. So he had everything written down, hundreds and hundreds of jokes all written down, a big portfolio. I don't know if he ever got it back. There's a good show about him. I'm sure there's a good documentary about him on YouTube. Anyway. Oh, look, there's... well, actually, you name the robot. There you go. There's a bonus question for you. Were any of them funny? Yeah, Monkhouse was a funny guy. He could knock out the jokes. He was high quality. This is your homework, Janet. You know, go and listen to some Jethro Tull. Go and listen to some Bob Monkhouse. Yeah, that's right. Marvin, the paranoid android. So that is Gary gets himself on the wheel. Marvin, the paranoid android. Incredibly intelligent robot who's very, very, very depressed. That's a highlight from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. That's the original TV one, obviously the better one. Right, the Mecha Bingo for number 42 is Winnie the Pooh. Surely you got that one. This is in Love, Bob Monkhouse, Isle of Wight, Hitchhiker's Guide, and Winnie the Pooh. Here's another bonus question. According to the Mecha Bingo website, what is the number for which gets Snakes Alive? Snakes Alive? What's the number that rhymes or, you know, is called by Snakes Alive? Yeah, O'Cats has got it. 55. Yay. Snakes Alive, 55. Okay. So let me just put all cats on the wheel for that one. You ever met someone who actually says snakes alive as an expression? I've not, but I used to know a guy in Glasgow who did say man alive, which I'd only ever seen written down in comics. Man alive. But he actually used to say it. Used to make my day. Bob Monkhouse was one of the first people to have a personal video recorder. And, I know, keep me high, this is pure drama. And was into dwarfs. I don't know. Do they still say two fat ladies? Like I say, I don't think they really use the old-fashioned calls at all. Because it's all electronic and it's just fast. It's kind of soulless and horrible. But I think it's okay to say two fat ladies. That's all right. Anyway, let's crack on. We've got one more round for the main part of the quiz. It's 1 minute to 8, so I'm going to run a little over. It's double the bust. Now, what happens here is you get 5 questions as usual, but instead of being worth 2 points, they're all worth 4 points. That's double. That means you can get 20 points. If you answer all the questions, you get them right, you get 20 points. Massive, right? Take your score into the stratosphere. Trouble is, there's a chance of getting bust in this round. There's a risk. So if you put a wrong answer in this round, then you get bust. 0 points. To avoid getting bust, you can leave blanks. You don't have to answer every question. So you choose how many you're going to answer. You choose which ones you're going to answer. And you get 4 points for the ones you get right. If you put a wrong answer here, you get bust. So, Bob Monkhouse had a video recorder and didn't know how to use it. And returned dozens of lost TV episodes. Right, okay. So he taped Jimi Hendrix on Top of the Pops. BBC went and deleted the tapes, and then Bob Monkhouse said, it's all right, I taped it. Quite a handy guy to have around. Bob Monkhouse, big book full of jokes. Jimi Hendrix on VHS. Magic. Or Betamax or whatever he had back in the day. Right, okay. Come on, let's go on with it. Right, okay. In which country were the 3 films of Lord of the Rings filmed? That's kind of clumsy, but you know what I mean? Like, where did they shoot the Lord of the Rings films 2001 to 2003? Name the country that served as the location for the Lord of the Rings films. That's question number 1. Number 2, in the double or bust round, in the casino game Craps, which number is known as Big Red and also known as the S word? Okay, so which number is the Big Red, is the S word in the casino game Craps? Remember, you can leave these blanks if you want, or you can go for them. The risk is yours. Question number 3. What is the better known names of Parker and Barrow, who died together in 1934 in Louisiana? That is a mistake. It should be what are the better known names, not what's. What's the better known names? I mean, it's colloquial, you know what I mean? But grammatically, it should be what are. What are the better known names of Parker and Barrow, who died together in 1934 in Louisiana, USA? Parker and Barrow, better known as what? Number 4, what was the name of the author who wrote the classic 1726 novel Gulliver's Travels? You all heard about Gulliver's Travels. Goes to Lilliput. People are tiny. And that's just the start of his adventures. So what's the name of the author? Great book. And the last one, number 5, is a century. It's often a what year. Today it's a what century question. See if you can have a crack at this. You're allowed to get 1 century out either way. If you do that, you still get the points. If you're 2 centuries out, you bust. But what century? Japan was founded by the first Japanese emperor, who was called Jimmu. And meanwhile, closer to home, the Picts beat, that should be, the Northumbrians at the Battle of Nectansmere. All right, so a famous battle, the Battle of Nectansmere. The Picts destroy the Northumbrians. And meanwhile, on the other side of the planet, Japan was being properly founded by the first emperor, which was Emperor Jimmu. Yes, indeed, old cats, but I spotted it before you, so it doesn't count. The rule is, if you got to spot it before me, you got to be right, and you got to be first. But I spotted that one first, so no banana for that one. Okay, so choose the century. If you get the correct century or 1 century out, either way, then you get the points. If you're 2 centuries out or more, then you get bust. So you've got to decide whether you're going to answer that or not. I shall replay these questions very quickly, then I'll tell you the answers. Then I'll get your scores, then we'll play games for names, then we'll have a wheel spin later on. So, Lord of the Rings was filmed 2001 to 2003. Which country was the location? Number 2, the Big Red or the S word in craps. Which number is that? Number 3, Parker and Barrow died together in 1934. What were they better known as? Number 4, who wrote Gulliver's Travels? 1726. And then the last one is the Battle of Nectansmere, the Picts whoop the Northumbrians, and Emperor Jimmu founds Japan. Just like that. Era Japan. There it is. So which century was that? You can have 1 century out either way. The balls are not out. The balls are not out. The balls are out. And the balls are out. It's fantastic. Thanks for doing the quiz, ladies and gentlemen. I'm about to tell you the answers. Before I do that, I'll remind you that I'm doing this for tips. So, if you think tonight's quiz is worth a tip to go my way, then I'm delighted to get a tip off you. The donation link is always in the information under the video, but that's me just sticking it in the chat as well. Oh, pardon me. Don't sneeze. It won't be good, especially with this microphone. Nah, the balls are out or the balls are in. I've said it 100 times. You know, there's no halfway, there's no peeking. It's just in or out. That's it. It's a 1 or a 0. It's a binary situation. Hey, the balls are out. Oh, Pajero are ready. If you don't know what we're talking about, balls out is answering all 5 questions. Like, going for it. Get your balls right out on the table. You know what I'm saying? Janie's going for 3. Lumpy Gravy are going for 3. Yeah. Okay. I think we're just about ready. Here we go. Decide now, folks, if you're still swithering, get an answer down or just put a line through it. You decide which ones you're going to go for. Here come the answers. So, first one, the country which was the location for all of the Lord of the Rings movies is, you probably know this even if you've not seen the films because they kind of make something out of it. They drive their tourist industry off it. It's New Zealand. They made a film here once. Please come visit. Aye, all right. No. Anyway, 4 points if you said New Zealand. I've been to New Zealand. It's an awfully long way for no much, you know what I mean? In the casino game craps, what number is the Big Red or the S word? It's 7. A lot of people lose on 7. Brilliant films. Shut up. I've never seen the films. I don't know about the films. But 7 is the big red or the S word. In craps, which is dice rolling, you know that. Number 3, Parker and Barrow died together side by side in Louisiana in 1934. They were shot to death by law enforcement. They were Bonnie and Clyde. All right. Bonnie Parker and Clyde Barrow. Ooh. Bust. Disaster. What'd you put? 6? instead of 7. Number 4, Gulliver's Travels. That's Jonathan Swift. There you go. That's a really straightforward question. It's just a case of whether you could remember the guy's name or not. But there he is without his wig. Well, there's loads of pictures of him with a wig. And he looks like a typical guy with a wig. But it's interesting to see a portrait of him wigless. It said 6, right? Yeah. Yeah, I think 7's like a crucial number in the game. You can bet on anything, but a lot of people lose money if it comes up 7. Right, this is a tricky one, definitely. You can get a whole century out, so that's essentially a window of 300 years to get this stuff, because you've got the century itself, 100 years, and 100 years that side, and 100 years that side, 300 years altogether. The right answer is the 7th century. So if you said the 6th, the 7th, or the 8th, then you get the points. Battle of Nectan's Mere is 680 something. 685, something like that. And Emperor Jimmu is 660. So they're not that far apart. It's only like 20 years apart, these two things. But very, very tricky. You know, your medieval history, you know, kind of tends to blend into one back then, you know. There's Jimmu. There he is. See you, Jimmu. Avoided the trap. It wasn't a trap, it's just a question. But if you don't know it, then it's a bit of a trap, I suppose. Noodle Doodles, banging 20. How's Bowser? 16, couldn't go for number 5. Yeah, fair enough. Very difficult. I considered making it 2 centuries either way, but I thought to myself, nah, that's 500 years. That's too much, you know. Not a great night, 57. I get the feeling it was a tricky quiz. I think the scores are not going to be enormous tonight. Let me give you the link to upload your score, ladies and gentlemen, and I'll make a nice league table. I think I'll probably do it tonight, actually, because I want to clear tomorrow to do some other type of work. Has anyone got a job for me, by the way? I think I need a job. So, you know, if you think you can use Dr. Paul skill-wise, get in touch. I need some work. Just read Gulliver's Travels last year. So I read it. It feels like I read it recently, but I'm thinking about it. It was probably more like 10 years ago now I read it. And I remember thinking it was really good. Right, bonus question to get on the wheel. What's the name of the country he goes to where everyone's much, much bigger than he is? Like Lilliput, everyone's much, much smaller. But the next thing he does is go to a country where everyone's absolutely enormous. What's that country called? Level 42. Bingo round was a killer. You don't often hear people saying that. See that quiz? See that quiz I went to? The whole level 42 bingo. That was difficult. Brobdingnad. Yeah, that's right. That's more or less right. I don't know if it's spelled exactly right, but that's the name of the place. Okatsaza. Denise needs a job as well, right? If anyone's got a job for me or Denise, get in touch. I'm dead good at stuff, you know what I mean? You give me a load of stuff to do, I'll just do it. Brobdingnag, yeah. I guess I better look up the right spelling because I do the thing where if it's whoever gets the right spelling first. Gulliver's Travels. Where does he go? Brobdingnag is the exact. That's Brobdig. Brobdingnag. Yeah, I think Louise is the first to get it 100% proper. So Okats remains on the wheel, but I'll put Louisa on as well for the accuracy for which she is famed. No way! You got 42. That's fantastic. Jack Black was Gulliver. I've not seen that film version. Has anyone seen that? And is it any good? See Jack Black, I always think I'm going to hate him. And then if I watch him in something, it's usually, he's all right, you know. Can you make PPE? Give Matt Hancock a phone. Yeah, I might do. Are they still wanting stuff, or did they spend all the money on, like, paper doilies last year? They're recruiting in my work. Cool. Council, it's like, I won't say, in case you don't want me to say. Yeah, might fancy some of that. Denise will do anything legal. I'll go further than that, folks. I'll do stuff that's semi-legal and stuff that's legal. I'll do stuff that's not strictly legal, but doesn't actually harm anybody, and there's a good chance of getting away with. That's where I'm at. Like, I've got a moral compass, and that outweighs the sort of legit compass. You know what I mean? We've got nothing to lose. Nothing that's actually going to land me in jail. I don't need to go to jail. I'm kind of don't need that, you know. But stuff that stretches the case for the defence, you know what I mean? I can go with that. Computer hacking. I mean, I can't do that, but I can learn. You know, if you need something hacked. Right, anyway, games for names. What time is it? It's 8:15. So, no, I didn't sort out any politics tonight. Just thought I'd give it a rest for tonight. I'm still catching up with editing last week's ones. And didn't want to spend all day sending emails out to politicians. So I just left it for today. Movie was no good, you reckon? Okay. So what do we want to do, ladies and gentlemen? What we got? We got games for names. I think all of these are valid. I think I'm set up for any of these. You tell me what you want to play. We got 15 minutes into games for names, and then we'll spin the wheel at 8:30 for some prizes. All right. Okay, let's have a look. What do you want to play, folks? Where am I? Hangman. Where am I? Yeah, okay. Let's start off with where am I then. I've got 3 where am I's for you. Let's do it. Let's get some. Now, let me just, actually, before I start, just check that I've got the labels off. Yeah. Okay. I've got 3 where am I's all set up, ready to go, and they are all label free. So let's just get them on here. Right. Where are we? Where am I? What's going on? Name the city or town. Right, what are you guessing so far? Redditch, York, Ayr, Colchester. No. Brighton, Kidderminster, Swaffham, Nairn. Hey, Spedge, good one. It is Wexford. How'd you get that? Did you see it on a side, or do you know it? There was definitely some, what's that? Whores stores. Blimey. Bredas. Yeah, this is Wexford in the Republic of Ireland. Go down here, see the seat. Look, there's the Wexford swing shop. A cafe.net. See, they've got the internet in Ireland. There's some guy, probably some Guy getting it right up English. I don't know. It's Wexford. That was really good, Spedge. That was fantastic. That's Spedge on the wheel. Everyone else was guessing UK stuff, but you were over there in Republic. Is there an explanation? It was the gold jewelers, right? I must have said Wexford on there. Well spotted, man. That's what the game is. Sometimes there's little clues, and you just got to spot. This is down the front here. They've got a funny little bit here. No one can sail in there. It's like a crescent, and then the sea proper's over there. Anyway, we've seen this. Let's try something else. Let's go somewhere else now. Okay, where am I? Phase 2. Let me see. I think this is where we're going next. Yes. I once robbed a Wexford sewing shop with my mate. Truth be told, the police didn't have anything on us, but eventually we got 10 years. I have a feeling we got stitched up. That's crap, David. That's terrible. I can't believe you typed all that stuff. Dallas, Zurich, Houston, Toronto, New York, Adelaide, Phoenix, Lisbon, Texas. I think the locals would be a bit surprised to hear themselves compared to places like that. Let's go up here a bit. Some architecture. Let's have a look at that. Bit of graffiti. Park City, Ottawa, Rio, Dundee, Canberra, Chicago, New Mexico. No. Got some tram lines up there. There's some people going for a walk. What do they look like? Tourists. Backpackers. Chicago, Brussels, Baton Rouge, Valencia, Rome, Lisbon, Johannesburg, Medan, Joburg. Nah, none of these places. Like a lot of Street View, it seems to be pretty early in the morning. Not a lot of people about. Let's see who's there. There's a guy in a shirt. There's some architecture, some slightly wonky windows. What's that guy up to? Is that another tourist? Hey, done it again, man. Spedge on the ball tonight. This is Vilnius in Lithuania. How'd you get that this time? Was that on a sign as well? Or is this one of your getaways? One of your holiday getaways? It's not that. Lukskugug. Maybe got it from that. Maybe that's a language thing. This is the capital of Lithuania. All right, this is what it's like in Lithuania, folks. Quite sunny. You know, oops. I thought it'd be like snow 50 weeks of the year. But there you go. Paddy, Claire's son Paddy has been there and knows it. Nice one. Spedge is on fire. Spedge and Team Spedge. Always good if you can get a bit of team action right. Spedge. Yeah, it's funny how you thought it was in Europe, but it was funny how a lot of people thought it was in North America. Right, let's do one more. We've got one more. Where am I set up? Then we've got some other games as well. So this is the final. Where am I tonight? Here we are. Right. Okay. Keep saying places are quiet because of the COVID. Well, I don't know. If you look in the corner of these pictures, you can see what date the pictures were taken, and they're usually before the pandemic. I can't actually see on this one because I've turned the labels off so that you can't just see the names, but I'll have a look later. I think they go out early in the morning, and I think it's deliberate. I think it's so you can see more of the street. You know what I mean? Anyway, where are we now? Provence, Johannesburg, Kenya, Algiers, Saint-Tropez, Canberra, the Chihuahua Desert, Rioja, Avignon, Seville. Hey, just wanted to do that. Seville, lots of people saying Seville, no, Sahara Desert. I guess I better start having a look around. There's a lot of construction going on. Bordeaux, Brazil, Paraguay, Albuquerque, Rasquera. Looks really warm. Troon on a good day? Nah, ain't no Troon. Tel Aviv, Cairns, Piraeus, Lisbon. Ankara is the right answer. That's right. Hey, it's the capital of Turkey. There's some Turkish language over there. Star Konutlari. Okyans, Kolyeri, Okul. Oh, there's a big old mosque. Let's go and have a look at that. It looks like a massive flag as well. Holy shit, look at the size of this flag. There's a big old flagpole, a big old mosque, big minarets. Big, big, big. Looks like a sort of mosque / office block. You know what I mean? That doesn't shout religion, does it, when you see it like that? But then you look up and it's like, oh my goodness. Oh, cool is school. Thank you, Marion. Right, who was that who got Ankara first? It was Gary, wasn't it? Yeah, Gary. He was on the wheel, man. That was 2 Spedgies and 1 Gary. That's the story of Where Am I Tonight? Kazula. I might be able to do Kazula. What do you want to play next, folks? What do you want to play now? What do you want to play? What game do you want to play? Kazoo. It's two threats for Kazoo. Right, okay, I'll do a quick Kazoo. I'm not promising it's going to be any good because I've not practiced. Mind you, even when I practice, it can be pretty damn awful. Let's get Kazoola Palooza on. Okay, ready for this? Just get tune your musical instrument. It's a perfect tune. Let me get my list of stuff here. Okay, let's try this one. Yay! Janie's got it right. That's Mrs. Robinson. That's the tune. Janie. Quarantini is on the list. All right, on the wheel of names. Nice one, Janie. Well picked out. Yes, you get it there. Robinson's Affair. Right. We've got another one on here that I might be able to do without totally screwing it up. Right. Let's try this one. Did I do this one the other night? I don't think so. That's it. Janie's done it again. Islands of the stream. Yeah, that is what we are. Now in between. How can we be wrong? Sailing with me to another world. I got a funny feeling I did that the other night, but I didn't mark it off, so sorry if you had to put up with that again. Okay, let's try this one. Is it safe to take the earplugs out yet? No. What am I doing here? Two, three, four. Yay! That's it. The only way to make it stop, Robert, is to get the right answer. That's what Louise has done. It is deeply dippy, as right said Fred. That was easily the worst one of the three, but well done, Louisa, for picking it out and making it stop. And it's past, so sorry, no time for Hangman. I'll do the spin. And we'll do a spin now, as advertised. And I promise this time, instead of get distracted by Eurovision, we'll do Hangman after the spin, and those names will stay on for the Wednesday wheel. Okay, so let's start off with this book here, because it is to hand, which is Bad Food for Good Days. Now, Good Food for Bad Days by Jack Monroe, who is a austerity master. Yeah, sorry about that, Marion. I ruin it for you. That's what I do. Right, let's get the wheel on. Well done to everybody who worked themselves onto the wheel tonight. Let's find some winners. Okay. Just closing a few tabs here. Okay. So that's the wheel that results from all those names. First spin tonight is for this book by Jack Monroe. Right, here we go. Who's gonna be the winner of the first book? It is Lorna Graven. Yay!
Lorna Graven.
All right, Lorna. Lorna off the Chameleons wins the Good Food book. Good Food for Bad Days by Jack Monroe. You are a winner, Lorna. Right, okay. What are the other books tonight? Let's just take Lorna off the wheel. I'm just going to go back to the prizes so I can see them. I should try and work out a way of getting the prizes and the wheel on at the same time, because that would be good, wouldn't it? Okay, Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid is a book that's been put up by Robert. So let's get this book prized. Let's see what happens now. We'll spin for Daisy Jones and the Six by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Here we go. It's Janie, it's Louisa, it's Karen, it's Beeg, it's Robert himself, but it's clicked over to Gary.
Gary McInnes.
Gary McInnes. Guy reading out the name. Really failed to commit there. Started quite strong. Gary Mickey, and then he lost confidence. McInnes. Anyway, we remove you. It's not saying remove all, right? It's because I've spelt your name differently. Let's get rid of all these Gary McInneses, because you can be on the wheel as much as you like, but you can only win once. So, Gary, you are the winner of a book. And I'll get Robert to send that to you. Probably to the Edinburgh address, if that's all right. You can get it when you get back from your quarantine adventure. Right, okay, so what's next? It's one of Karen's bookshelf books, and which is a book about the German Jew and the hunt for the commandant of Auschwitz. And I don't know if this is... I think it's a novel, but based on, obviously, real life. It's based on Auschwitz. It's by a person called Thomas Harding. It is a Sunday Times bestseller. It looks like quite a good book. Let's find out who's going to win that. There's Louisa, there's Spage, there's Janie. Yeah. Janie had a couple of back of the net moments on Kazula Palooza and has won a novel based on Auschwitz. So there we go. We remove Janie from the wheel. Right, prize. We're building up to the beer. It's a big prize tonight. In the meantime, we have an entertainment prize for you. Yes, it's Real People magazine. Real People. So Real People magazine. It's so true. Look, Sling Your Hooker. Gasman. It was a call girl fiddling with my fella's pipe. Runaway Bride. One very mucky missus. Win a telly. Dying to meet you, baby. A big heart burst open, evil house guest. So there's all this stuff about death and tragedy, and then right in amongst it all, 4 pages of kids' fun. This is Real People magazine, ladies and gentlemen. And to soften the blow of winning that, I'm going to stick in this £10,000 scratch card. So it's a real afternoon in. £10,000 and a copy of Real People magazine. Let's get the wheel back on and see who's going to win this trip into darkness. Let's get the wheel on. Where is it? It's right here. Here we go. Real People and £10,000. Marion, Denise, Natters, Karen, Nick. Right, it's Robert.
Robert Jones.
Yeah, Robert. Okay. Robert got his name on the wheel by putting up a book, actually, and has in return won Real People and £10,000. It might be the best trade he's ever made. You never know. But those magazines do my nothing. Okay, we take Robert off the wheel. Okay, he got a question right as well, so it was either one of those two things. Right, it's time for the beer, ladies and gentlemen. Let's do the beer. From Cross Borders, Scotland's #1 brewery. I give you 2 nice bottles of beer. Who's going to win the beer? Let's do it. Waka, 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 waka. Denise, Natters, Karen.
Karen Duff.
Yeah, well deserved. There's Karen, the queen of the quiz, always #1 in the charts. And thanks for giving away all those books. And of course, you know, thank God that you actually win something. It'd be rubbish if you put up all those books and then never won anything. So well done to Karen. You have won the beer, which is great news. Thank you very much. All right. Oh, you got your 50s magazines. Can't wait to build a toboggan. They look really good. I'm really hoping the charity shops are open soon, because I get loads of great stuff digging around in the bookshops down in Stockbridge, you know. Yeah, Duff beer. Exactly. Yeah. Duffy. Right, that's everybody. Right, okay, like I said, I know some of you like Hangman, so let's do a couple of games of Hangman just to finish off, and those names will go on the Wednesday wheel. All right. So just, you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to empty out the wheel, apart from Beeg and Karen, because they'll be on the wheel for Wednesday anyway. Right, let's because the good thing is it saves itself, it remembers. So I can do, let's do a little bit of Hangman, just to, and that'll get you on the wheel for Wednesday. All right. Aye, she's on the phone to her granddad. That's right. Let's see. Okay, everybody. So Hangman, what we got? It's first one tonight is a person. Hang on a second. Let me just check. Well, I'm not using the same ones that I did. I am. So just get a very, very quick edit. Okay. That's more like it. Just noticed that I was using the same ones that I used on Friday. I hadn't deleted them, you know what I mean? So here is a fresh one. Here is an actual fresh one. And this time it's a TV program. Thank you. Right, okay. Why is that so small? Because I've got to do that. Okay. So let's see some letters. Big's going for a D and an S. Let's try that. So you're looking for the name of a television program. There's a D. No, there's no D. There's an S. There's no S. Natters wants an H. There's no H. Margaret Ann looking for an S. We've had that already. And an E. There's definitely an E. Big's looking for an I. Yes. John Travolta, nah, it's a television show now rather than a person. Gary's looking for a P. Yeah, there is a P. Someone's going to get this now, I reckon. Natters is looking for an A. It's not Peaky Blinders. TCAF. Let's see. T. Yes. Oh, come on. Someone's going to get that. C. No. F. Yeah. Lorna's got it. Total Wipeout is the correct answer. Total Wipeout, kind of action game show. You got to get across an obstacle course. It's a bit like the Krypton Factor, but better. And without all the boring questions, just the obstacle course. Okay, Total Wipeout. Nice work, Lorna. That puts you on the wheel for Wednesday. Let's do 3 of these as well, okay? And that will just tee us up nicely. Give you a couple of days of anticipation for being on the wheel. Total Wipeout is the correct answer. Right, okay, next one is a person. Yes, Lorna. Pleased with that. Nice one. Person. Let's just take the last couple of letters. Colin said O and W on the last one, so I'll just take those to start off this one. There's an O. There's no O. There's W. There is a W. Get your letters guessed, folks. Let's get the letters. Okay, here they come. So Colin's going for F and U, and Gary's got B and B. F, U, B, C. Let's try that. F. No. U, C, no, B, no, none of those. Then we go L, K, E, T, L, yes, K, E, T. It's not Richard Whiteley. What else we got here? We got a Q and a P and a P and a T. Q and P. Let's try P. No. Q, no. An S from Colin. Let's see if there's an S. Yes. 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 It is Shirley Williams. Dearly departed. Politician of a former era. She popped off last week sometime, or the week before. And she is on the Hangman. And Colin has gotta. So, Colin, you are on the wheel for Wednesday. Let's do one more of these, and we'll call it quits for tonight. Well done, Colin. Good work. Right, okay. Let's get one more. So, person. Famous person is the last one. What time's it? 8:45. That's a good time to finish. Well done. Reasonably decent MP. There you go. That's as hot a review as politicians likely to get. Right. Natter says T for this one. Let's have a look. There are T's. Pair of T's. Social Democratic Party. Yeah. Labour when she was in power, then became the SDP, and then that didn't go too well. And she still got paid. You know what I mean? Being going for S. No. N. No. And Gary's going for P. So it's not Tony Hancock. Did I put P up? Yeah, I did. Then we've got L-I-E-B. L-I-E-B. Who's this got to be? Oh, I remember now. Tony Britton? Nah, it's not Tony Britton. What other letters we got here? Tony Collette? No. John Pertwee? No. T-W-I-Q. Let's try these. T. Oh, we've got T already. W. We've got I already. We've got Q. There's no Q. Yeah, we have a right answer. It's Tony Braxton. Excellent. Nice work, Natas. Tony Braxton is correct. Singer. What was her tune? Is it Unbreak My Heart? Is that her? One of those real Radio 2 tunes, you know. Natters, you're on the wheel for Wednesday. So, Teague, Karen, Lorna, Natters, and Colin are all on the wheel for Wednesday, which is a nice start. This is quite good, actually. Just putting people on the wheel a couple of days in advance. I don't know. Didn't really mean to do that, but I quite like it. I might do it again. Tony Braxton is correct. Well done, Natters. Tonight, presenting in. Nah, it's Tony Braxton. It's close. Tonight, Burke Zixtenine is close, but it's Tony Braxton. Natters was first. What is her hit? Breathe Again. Was that the name of the song? Breathe Again. I'm just going to go into God, Unbreak My Heart is that one. That's the one I'm thinking of. Thank you, Janie. Breathe Again. No, I saw you saying that. I don't disbelieve you. I just can't picture it in my head. Breathe Again. We'll go for Polyhex. Let's see what it says. I wish there was a quicker way of switching between tabs that I could show you. Breathe Again, right. Number 2. Unbreak My Heart, number 2. So that is our top 2. Breathe Again. I can't think of that. gonna just. I want to hear it. No, I'm not going to do that because I'm going to get copyright buggered again. So I'll just leave it. I'll just leave the temptation. Thank you, Robert. You're one of our winners tonight as well. Aren't you? Yeah, you are. Yeah. Better make sure I've got all this written down. Probably. Robert Jones won the £10,000 in the Real People magazine. Karen won the Cross Borders beer. Janie won the Auschwitz book. Gary won the Taylor something book. The one about groupies in the 60s. And Lorna won the Good Food for Bad Days book. And there's going to be a lot more of those Good Food for Bad Days books to come because 10 of them arrived. Thank you very much for sorting that out, Beak. I remember it's hard because when you're pregnant, you have Braxton Hicks contractions and you have to breathe through them. And the song's called Breathe Again. Nice mnemonic. Thank you, Louisa. I saw that article and didn't click on it. The UK giving ABBA 0 points back in 1974. That's when ABBA won. So they were trying to help Olivia Newton-John. Is that what the article said, or? Pretty nasty, like, if true. There's been all sorts of stuff about Eurovision, about rigged votes here and there. Right, I'm going to go because my daughter's been back at school today, so I want to see how she's getting on, and I want to get her to bed so that she can get up and get a decent day tomorrow. Because they only came in when I was online, so I'm going to go and see her, and I'll see you all on Wednesday. And thanks for coming doing the quiz, folks. Don't forget your scores. If you haven't uploaded your scores yet, please do that. Please make sure you do that. Make sure we get the all the stuff we need for tonight's league table. And if anyone thought tonight's quiz was worth a couple of pounds coming my way for a donation, just to keep said daughter fed and whatever, then that'd be nice. You don't have to, of course, but anything that does come, I'm very grateful for. And thank you for those who have donated and those who do donate. Thanks for coming to the quiz. Thanks for enjoying it. Thanks for telling your friends. Thanks for being here. Thanks for doing the quiz. Thanks for doing well. Thanks for doing badly if you did badly. I'm out here. Good night.